from him in the coming days. But joining us to talk about Spider-Man Far From Home is Mark Walters from BigFanboy.com, the longest running movie news and review website in Dallas. Good to see you again.
It's always good to see you.
Yeah, well, I'm a huge Marvel fan. Love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you very much.
So Avengers Endgame came out in April. It just re-released last weekend, and now we've got this. Too much too soon, or just the right time?
I think it's just enough. I think a lot of people after Endgame needed kind of like a dessert. You know, they needed something to kind of come off of Endgame with, because Endgame was so heavy. It's such a big film, and it ends on such a big, powerful note. So this new Spider-Man movie really kind of helps us cope with that.
Okay, so you feel like it was a good choice. How so? Because obviously you saw in those scenes that we shared that they're still reeling from that.
Absolutely, and the movie does deal a lot with the concepts of loss and how do we move on, especially when we've lost somebody really important to us, but it also deals with relationships and the importance of relationships. And so it's more than just your average Spider-Man movie. There's actually a lot more going on there.
Well, and that's why I've always liked Marvel movies over DC personally, because they really do explore those relationships. We heard a lot of comments from our young actor there who said this is bigger, better. Does it deliver? Does the movie deliver to his words?
I'll just say this. If you're a comic book fan or a superhero movie fan, this movie absolutely does deliver. It is a lot of fun.
Okay, and that's what we kind of want, right? I mean, that dynamic that he had with Robert Downey Jr. was so much fun. So that's going to continue.
Yeah, and you're going to see shades of kind of what you fell in love with in those Iron Man movies and what Robert Downey Jr. did. You see some of that here as well, so it kind of gives you that feeling of, yeah, it is going to be okay. It is going to be okay.
All right. Yeah. Now, I understand Dallas Comic Show, which you organize,
yes,
has a big event next month. So what's lined up for Fantasy Festival?
We've got a lot of fun stuff going on. We actually got multiple Spider-Man comic book creators that are going to be at the show, and we're going to have some really cool like horror guests and people from Back to the Future. There's a lot of really fun stuff going on, and it's great for kids, come in costume and everything. It's just fun for everybody.
Okay, so where can people find information?
They can go to DallasComicShow.com.
Okay.
We'll also be out tonight at Alamo Drafthouse Richardson at Spider-Man talking about the show and everything, and they can get flyers at all the Alamo locations or any comic book store in Dallas. And I always encourage people to visit the comic book shops, because we got to support those comic books if we want to keep those comic book movies coming.
That's what got us here in the first place. I got to ask you, is there anything next after the Spider-Man movie? Are we looking at anything close next fall or anything?
Absolutely. This movie actually does kind of set up some events to come in the future, and we're going to have a lot more Marvel movies coming up, some pretty exciting things. There's going to be another Black Panther, another Thor, another Guardians of the Galaxy, so they're not slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, and apparently no one's getting fatigued about the money they're making, right? Good to see you again.
It's great to see you.
Again, the Dallas Comic Show Fantasy Festival, August 10th and 11th at the Premier Event Center in Louisville. For ticket information, as you heard, go to DallasComicShow.com, and Spider-Man Far From Home is in theaters now. Mark, we'll see you back here next time.